Don't let the other person win.
So the second last week of pre-season's got here very quickly in middle of January, but it's been terrific actually. We've got through a lot in the last week in terms of our game style and game plan. We're still obviously learning that and tinkering with a few bits and pieces with it, but players have taken it on really well in really tough, hot conditions, but they've got their brains into gear and really done quite well to get the game plan to where we, hopefully where we can take it.
That's the way, keep it up.
Good, Jamie.
We just hope that they can get out there and really compete. Again, it's exciting times playing their first ever game against an AFL club. So we think they're pretty well prepared. There'll be some things that will take some work over the next 2.5 weeks in terms of our style and some structure parts of our play, but in terms of their preparation physically, they've done a super job to get themselves as quickly as they have to the position they're in now. We've got an opposition that are going to try and come up here, and obviously they're really keen to compete as well. So we're hoping to get, a really good solid hit out in this practice match, and maybe have a look at how we might structure up in round one. But really to come up against an opposition, we've been playing against ourselves and against the academy group. And while that's been really good match practice, there's nothing like playing an opposition club. So to actually come up against an opposition club, practice your match day routine and get ready for round one is super important for us. The GWS team is going to be a tough team to counter. They've recruited very well from interstate. Emma Swanson was probably going to be one that's going to be really hard to handle through the midfield. But they're going to have a lot of players that we're going to have to keep a close eye on. Nicola Barr and Maddie Collier and a few others through their midfield group are going to be quite a handful for us to match up on. So yeah, as I said before, there's nothing like having an opponent that you've got to put some work into and actually get your structures right and get your matchups right. So to play against an opposition, invaluable at this time of the year. Lions fans, it'd be great to see you at Coorparoo on Saturday afternoon at 2:30 for the first ever game of our women's team as they start their journey. So we'd really love to see you there and love to have your support.